What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Playmaker Pod. I'm your host, Isaac. This is co-host, Joseph. And we got some NBA news to talk about. We got plenty of NBA action today. We got the drafts coming up tomorrow. But the main thing we're going to talk about right now is the blockbuster. Well, some people would call it a blockbuster trade that happened this past weekend regarding Bradley Beal getting sent over from Washington over to the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul got sent back to Washington, but he more than likely is probably going to get traded from there. There's no reason for him to stay in Washington and rebuild with them, especially at his age right now and his stage in his career. Now, before I give my thoughts on it, right, I want to hear what you think about this.
All right. So the full trade details was like Bradley Beal, Isaiah Todd, and Jordan Goodwin. We're getting traded from Washington to the Suns for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and multiple second-round picks and pick swaps. The pick swaps at the end don't really matter because the Suns are probably not going to be worse than the Wizards for a little bit. So yeah. But you see, I don't really like. I don't want to really grade the trade until I see what they do with the roster because because they could get a bunch of good bench players for cheap, just ring chasers, and I don't know. So I'm not gonna really grade it too harshly right now. I don't really like it right now, but I'm not gonna be like the people that are like because it's traded. If I'm just grading the player swaps, like just the players, I'm not grading the fit or anything. This is like a home run trade for the Suns. They get rid of Chris Paul. Me and you have been making fun of Chris Paul for months. That he's old and washed up. Him and Bradley Beal aren't even on the same level of player anymore. Like yeah. So I saw people. The only reason I should see people grading this trade so low is because of the fit. Because I'm just grading. I saw a D for the Sun. I saw a D for the Suns, and I was just wondering. I hope that's just the fit. But I don't even think the fit's that bad where it's a D. A D's pretty crazy to me. Like maybe like a B minus, but like a D's crazy. Because I don't really think people realize how bad Chris Paul was last year. So, and people are saying that Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal can't shoot off the ball. When Bradley Beal shoots off the ball, he's a 40% 3-point shooter. When he's trying to make shots for himself, that's when he sucks. But he's not gonna have to do that anymore because he's got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. More than likely, Devin Booker's gonna be the point guard. So Bradley Beal's efficiency should go up a lot more because he's not the main. It should go up more. If it doesn't go up more, then he just sucks because he's literally he doesn't have to create shots for himself anymore like what he used to in Washington. Excuse me.
Yeah.
More than likely Devin Booker is going to be the point guard, Beal as shooting guard. The problem with this is that the rest of the bench fucking sucks. So I don't know what they're going to do there. I think Jordan Goodwin could actually do something in the NBA because he really didn't play that much with Washington. He's only 24 years old. He's been in the league for like 2 seasons. He could do something because he hasn't really gotten a chance. He never got really a chance to do anything in Washington. Isaiah Todd just sucks. So Isaiah Todd. Like getting him from Washington, he just sucks. He's not doing anything. He's just riding the bench. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how they fill out this roster because like they might trade Aiden. They could probably trade Aiden and get like 2 or 3 role players. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there. And then for Washington, the last because it's really not the fault. It's not really the GM's fault that they have right now because he's brand new. It was the old Washington GM. But yeah, it was like even the owner. The owner fucking fucked up. Why the heck are we giving Bradley Beal this much money and a no trade clause? A no trade clause for like Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's like a top 25 NBA player, like a top 25 right now, and they gave him a no trade clause. That's crazy. Only people that should be getting no trade clauses, like the top 5 players in the NBA or the top 10. I don't even know about that because then you're just fucking. I don't think anybody because the team just fucked. I don't know why unless you have like LeBron, when you have like prime LeBron. Because like, what if you give it's like a what? Imagine if you give a no trade clause to KD. You're fucked. So I don't even. If I was a team, it would be pretty hard for me to want to give a no trade clause. I know, because I'm just fucked.
To anyone, yeah. Because you saw the package that Washington got back for Bradley Beal, who was their best player for ever since John Wall went on his decline after slipping and falling. Bradley Beal has been the guy there in Washington. But
yeah, because it's like if Luka got a no trade clause and he was tired of being with the Mavericks, he could just say he wants to go this place and they're forced to take him there. And you guys would probably take less.
They could get like a terrible return for him. Yeah, that's why.
So I don't think I'm comfortable with giving anybody a no trade clause. That's pretty crazy.
Well, I actually think I saw a post the other day that Bradley Beal was the only player in the NBA with the no
Yeah,
trade clause. Yeah,
I
that's
don't even know what
crazy,
he
bro.
got.
Not even like Steph or any player like that has a no trade clause. Literally Bradley Beal, which is insane, bro. I don't think Bradley Beal necessarily deserves it that much, but
Yeah,
I mean Washington put themselves in that position.
yeah,
They could have
I don't
traded him
know.
years ago and gotten a much better return for it, and
They
started
should
their
have
rebuild
traded.
earlier too, rather than being in no man's land.
They should have traded him that year after he averaged 31 or some shit like that. They should have just traded him then. Cause I don't think Washington was ever gonna go anywhere, so it really didn't matter. That was like after. That was like before the bubble season. They should have just traded him then.
Yeah, that was after the Westbrook one, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
When
that's
when, it, when they brought in Westbrook, yeah. So yeah, they should have just traded him after that point. I'd say they
They
would
could have
have
got
gotten a
something
much
pretty good
better
if they
return
traded
out
him
of
after
it.
that season. If they traded a
Uh
31 point per game score, that would have been
huh.
a good haul. And now they just ended up with CP3. This is probably gonna get traded to the Clippers, and
Yeah.
they ended up with what's his name, Landry Shamet. It's not good at all. So I don't know.
Absolutely not. Yeah, Washington put themselves in a terrible position. So
The
I
only good thing
mean,
about this is that they got off of that contract because now the Suns have that contract.
yeah,
And
that's true. And the no trade clause, he still gets to
yeah,
keep the no trade clause.
yeah, the trade goes too. And the Suns, what is it called? More than likely in 3 years they're probably gonna be bad. So there's like a window right here. It's probably like a 2 year window where I can actually see them having a shot at winning. So
Uh
I'm not
huh.
because I saw people already writing them off. I'm not gonna write them off just that quick because like I don't think anybody picked the Nuggets. Nobody was picking the Nuggets last year and they won the championship. I know for sure. There's people picking the Lakers against them. So I'm not just gonna go. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it certainly, and the Suns aren't gonna win. I don't know. They have a really good chance. Like even those Brooklyn teams. I'm not saying that Bradley Beal is as good as Kyrie or Harden, but those Brooklyn teams sucked ass too. All they had was Bruce Brown and Nicholas Claxton when Nicholas Claxton was like his second
They're still
season.
pretty young. Yeah.
Yeah, Patty Mills was playing. Patty Mills was playing for like 2 mil. That was like the third best player off the bench. So
Mhm.
yeah, like Devin Booker, you could probably argue that's on the same level as Harden and Kyrie, but obviously Bradley Beal isn't. But
He's not.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I would hope. I would hope what's his name, Aiden gets traded though to get some more depth.
Yeah, that's probably the best move for them.
If
Honestly,
they want to have a if they want to have a legitimate shot to win the championship like this year, next season,
they got to get rid
like
of
next
Aiden.
2 years, they have to trade Aiden to get more of depth because that's a little. Like I don't think you really need. I think you can get a center like Aiden for a lot cheaper. I can give you more what you need. You need a rim protecting center, a guy who's just gonna be in the paint the whole game. That's what you need.
Uh-huh.
Aiden doesn't do that. Aiden's too
Yeah.
scared.
So like a
So
Capello or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Uh,
if you trade Aiden, I'm gonna like this trade a lot more because you get more depth. They just need more depth on the roster. Cause yeah, because Bradley Beal can play off the ball, but it's not, but it's like if one of them gets hurt, they're fucked because they have those. Like, I guess they'll bring back a Koji. A Koji's probably the only guy I would bring back that they actually had last season because he was actually pretty good for a little bit. A Koji
oh,
and
Josh Okogie. Yeah.
yeah, a Kogi and Torrey Craig. Those are the only two guys I'm even bringing back from last year's team. Everybody else, I'm not bringing back. Like Jock Landale, I'm not bringing you back. I'm not even touching you.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they need to have more depth. If they trade Aiden too, they get their mid level exception. So they could. So it's like an $8 million player. So they can get that,
Oh yeah.
and they also get back whatever they get from Aiden. So they get something back at least. But yeah, this right now, I'm not really gonna get. I'm gonna wait to see what they do rest of the offseason. Because they just keep like fucking Aiden, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, and the rest of the team is scrubs. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel too confident about them. So yeah,
They're gonna get screwed. To me, honestly, in my opinion, I think it was a. I might just be a Suns hater, but I think it was a lose-lose for both teams. Obviously, Washington, we already talked about that. They didn't really get much in return for their guy Bradley Beal. It was their face of the franchise ever since John Wall. And for Phoenix's perspective, they had two main issues when they went against Denver last year. They had two main issues that stopped them from making an even deeper run in the playoffs. And that was depth and defense. Literally, you were relying on KD and Devin Booker to do everything for you that entire playoff series. And you traded away your best defenders once you got KD. You got rid of Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder. So with that trade, you pretty much got rid of your depth and your defense. And then now with the Bradley Beal trade, honestly, it doesn't solve either one of those problems. As a matter of fact, it just makes it even worse. They actually doubled down on their problems rather than go out and try to solve it. So honestly, I think it's gonna end up being an L for them, in my opinion. The scoring production of all three of them is likely gonna go down just because you've seen what happens once you gotta share the ball with a bunch of other scorers. I mean, you saw what happened to Harden. His point
I,
production went down, even though he turned into a facilitator. His point production went down. Chris Bosh, his point production went down. Kevin Love, his point production went down, all from becoming a third option. So I don't know how much of a scorer like Bradley Beal is going to be. And other than that, he hasn't really done much other than his scoring. He might still be a good off the ball shooter or whatever, but I do see the production going down from like all three guys, and also the health issues too with KD. So we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, something to say right now?
yeah, Bradley Beal is actually one of the best underrated defenders in the NBA. He's one of the highest grade defenders. So yeah, Bradley Beal is one of the best undervalued defenders in the NBA. He's one
So
of the
he helps
best.
their defense.
Yeah, he's one of the best rim. Like he has the best rim pressure in the NBA. I think. Like as a high
Yeah,
level guard, the way he is, he has the best rim
yeah,
pressure. That's all I wanted to
yeah.
say.
I had
That's all I
never
wanted to
heard
say.
anybody complimenting Bradley Beal's defense.
Yeah, yeah. No, his rim pressure is like one of the.
Bro, from everything I'd heard, bro, I had always heard he was a weak defender.
No, he's actually pretty solid for
For
for him being his size. Yeah,
yeah. How
yeah.
tall is he? What, like 6'2", 6'3"?
6'3", 6'4". He's like around there.
Oh, okay,
Same
okay,
thing.
yeah,
But he's really good rim at the rim against guards. Obviously, he's not gonna, obviously ain't gonna have good rim pressure against a fucking big man.
well, they're
Obviously.
just bigger than him though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
against the guards and the forwards, he's been pretty good with Washington. He also tries.
Mm.
It's not like some guys that don't try at all.
He puts
So yeah,
effort in on defense.
yeah, he
Okay,
puts
yeah,
effort
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Do you think they got worse?
What's up?
Do you think they got worse? The Suns.
Well, right now, because I mean, obviously CP3 is a downgrade from Bradley Beal, so Bradley Beal is a better player from CP3. But I don't really like the fit of that. I'll tell you because I don't like the Suns, bro. So I was hoping that Phoenix would go out and do something like that because it doesn't solve their problems.
Yeah, I don't know if I consider they got worse though. I think they have to have gotten better. Like
I
CP3
don't
was
think
not.
they're worse. Yeah.
CP3 was
Well,
like fucking bag of bones on the court. So
uh, yeah,
Landry Shamet too was ass. He only had like one good game the whole playoffs. So I heard people
yeah,
saying, "Oh, they're putting at Landry Shamet." I remember all these people shitting on Landry Shamet. I remember all of them shitting on Landry Shamet. And as soon as the Suns trade him, it's like, "Oh my god, why did the Suns trade Landry Shamet and CP3 for Beal?"
I
I
don't think.
Shamet only had one good game.
Yeah, nah, Shamit. We don't even need to worry about Shamit, bro. It's just that they're literally doubling down on the issues that got him eliminated last year, though. That's the thing. Is that they
Well, to be
rather
honest,
than rather than
to,
go out and get depth pieces and fill out the roster that way. Because I mean, you saw that the scoring production was already good enough with KD and Booker. You didn't need extra scoring. What they needed was more depth, and it's gonna be tough to fill out the rest of them when you're paying Bradley Beal a supermax.
it was like this. It's because CP3, nobody was trading for him to give you depth. Who was trading for CP3 to give you depth? The Lakers weren't going to trade for him. The Clippers weren't going to trade for him. And for the Suns, they weren't going to give him anything. Because it was like, the Lakers, nobody was going to give anything for CP3. So this is actually,
Yeah,
this is the best year. I don't think the Suns fans thought they could trade CP3 for Bradley Beal. That's like a fucking, to me, if you do, you have to do it if you have the opportunity. Because you have to try to do anything you can to win. Anything you can,
yeah,
you need to go at it. Because I don't think, I don't know who they were gonna get keeping CP3 on the roster or just cutting him. It was either one of those two, and
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get anybody back that was actually gonna do anything for you. Like I don't think
I
anybody was
didn't
trading
think.
with the Suns to get
Yeah.
CP3.
Well, they had already said he was probably gonna end up getting cut though.
Yeah,
So I mean, like, I wasn't expecting anything in return for CP3. I tell you, the problem is you're not solving your issues though. That's the main thing with me. Rather than solve your issues, you're doubling down on the same issues you already had.
that's what I'm saying though. We haven't seen the rest of the offseason. Like they could trade Aiden and get like 3 role players back, and they can also
Yeah, that's true.
If they
What's
trade
his
Aiden,
value right now?
well, he can get role players. I don't think he's that bad. I don't know about getting Miles Turner and all that stuff, but he can get role players. Like
Uh,
he can get those. You need role players. It's all you got. You don't need like yeah. You could obviously you could use Miles Turner. If they somehow finesse Miles Turner from the Indiana, then that's just fucking Indiana's fault.
yeah.
But yeah,
He's on
they
a
can
max
still.
contract too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the max con. He's like 27 mil. It's pretty close though. I think Aiden's getting paid like 36. Turner's getting paid 27, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just looking at it like as a. I don't think. This is probably the only way you're gonna get anything back for CP3. And you got something back.
Yeah. Yeah, so they pretty much give him away for nothing, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, if you look at it that way, yeah, exchanging CP3 for Bradley Beal, it is a good move, but
And also, I don't think it doesn't really matter about defense when you're playing the Nuggets. Okay, the Nuggets just go fucking cooking anybody. To be honest with you, nobody's defense was good. Even Miami had one of the best defenses, and they got put away in 5. Like they were getting fucking scored on by Jokic and everybody else. Even Christian Braun was dominating them. So to me, I can't really, like everybody's defense. Even the Lakers. The Lakers were supposed to be like the best defense in the West, and they were getting fucking milliwatts by the Nuggets. So I'm pretty sure I saw a stat where it's everybody's defense like was like terrible against the Nuggets. Like all their stats, all their statistics on the defensive side lowered terribly against the Nuggets. So yeah, that Clippers
so
series
you
did
actually kind of support them and doubling down on their scoring because you're saying they won't be able to beat the Nuggets by actually trying to play defense. So you're saying that they got to double down on their scoring now.
I would hope you try to beat the Nuggets by defense, but it's pretty tough to do it. I don't know if anybody can beat the Nuggets by defense. I think you just have to keep up with their scoring. But it's because of Jokic. You're not gonna know. There's only like one. There's only 2 players in the NBA that can guard Jokic, and that's Giannis and Embiid. I can actually give Jokic some pushback. I don't think anybody else.
They're the East.
Yeah, they're both in the East. Even AD, I don't think AD can do it anymore. He got cooked by Jokic.
Yeah.
See, Embiid and Giannis are bigger than AD. Not by that much, but I think Embiid's pretty much. I think Embiid's like 7'1". He's pretty. I'm pretty sure he has more muscle.
I think Giannis is like the same size, but Giannis is
got
just
length.
better at this point in his
Yeah,
career.
he's got more length. AD doesn't have that much length. He's tall, but his arms are not long. But yeah, there's not really anybody that can guard Jokic anyways. So I don't think that the Suns are finding anybody that can even push Jokic back. To be honest with you, Aiden.
Aiden's already too soft, bro. He could have stopped Dwight Powell, bro. He could have freaking dominate on Dwight Powell. That was pretty sad. And so yeah, you can't trust Aiden to get that done.
Yeah. I don't really like I don't like how Matt Ishbia was taking this approach where he traded for KD. To be honest, the KD trade is worse than the Bradley Beal trade. To be honest with you, because they traded multiple first-round picks and they traded Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Both pieces were both pieces of their depth. So if you want to talk about any trades that they should have done, then maybe talk about that one more. Because see this Bradley Beal one, if you look at, they're already too far gone already now. So might as well just do it anyway. They're already too far gone. So it's like the KD trade just solidified it. So they aren't gonna have any picks anymore at all. So what's gonna be tough is when in like 2 or 3 years when Kevin Durant's like 38 years old and Bradley Beal's on his fucking max deal with no trade clause, and then Devin Booker might want to leave. So yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think that Devin Booker isn't gonna finish his career with the Suns.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how their roster's gonna look in like 3 seasons. That's the only problem.
It might be pretty terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
The KD one. I mean, I guess I can see the KD one because it's still Kevin Durant, and he's still like one of the elite players in this game. So you can't necessarily blame him for trading for KD. It's just kind of weird, like the way that they're going about it, right? Because the way they built the team originally, they had drafted most of their people. They traded for CP3, which is a veteran leader. Obviously, CP3 is too old for that now. But, I mean, the way you built this roster up, right? Mikal Bridges in the draft, he's a solid piece for you. You had Devin Booker, who you also drafted him, your star guy. DeAndre Ayton, you drafted him. You had your core pretty much set through the draft, and it got you all the way to a number 1 seed. And you see what it's doing for Denver right now. Denver, they pretty much drafted their entire squad, right? They drafted MPJ, they drafted the Joker. They drafted Jamal Murray, and they built it up over the course of like multiple seasons. They didn't just go from like terrible and then all of a sudden they're in the championship. Like no, they like progressed their team. You saw them. They've been like the 2 seed. They've been a top 2, 3 seed in the West for years already, and they just never were able to put it together. But they kept the core together. They could have very easily traded Jamal Murray after the bubble, after he went crazy in the bubble and then ended up getting injured. They could have easily traded him. They kept that together. They, I tell you, they kept their core together, and now you see the benefits that they're receiving from it. And it's not just paying off in one championship. Denver is the type of team you could see them making a run for multiple championships in the future with the core that they built from the draft. With the way Matt Ishba's going about this, bro, they literally built the core up, and rather than going through the trials and like the freaking pain and like the losses and stuff that Denver went through, a team like Denver, even a team like Milwaukee, they were at the top for a long time too, and they barely got their run. And then you could see Milwaukee making like multiple championship runs. Rather than Phoenix like keeping their core together, they went out and decided to go in for a superstar. And yeah, like you said, they pretty much limited their window to like a solid 2, 3 seasons. And if it doesn't work out for them, they're pretty much they might be back to poverty in the next few years. Like, give it like 3, 4 years, they'll probably be back at the damn poverty that they were before they built their core up. They even got rid of Monty too.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. What is it called? That's why I said that if you want to look back at the trade that they made and question it, it's the Kevin Durant one. Like obviously Kevin Durant, but maybe you shouldn't have done it because now you screwed yourself for the future, and now you're just going. Now you're forced to go all in for anything. That's why they had to do this trade. Oh, I guess I would have done it either way. Even if we didn't have KD, I would have done this trade because getting rid of CP3 for Bradley Beal. To be honest with you, because this trade. Yeah. Even though you have a no trade clause in the big contract, it's just it's like too much of an upgrade for me not to do it, especially for like for Paul Beal, yeah. And I actually I said it before when they hired him, but I actually like Frank Vogel. I think it's going to be a different type of coaching that they need. But I also want to mention something. Okay, Monty Williams, that finals run, obviously they made the finals. There's a lot of teams injured, like that Clippers team, done. That run, and then in the playoffs. The Bucks, he got outcoached by Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer is one of the worst coaches when it comes to adjustments. It's him and Doc Rivers up there in season. He got outcoached by him. Last season, he got outcoached by Jason Kidd in the second round of the playoffs. And Jason Kidd does not look like that good of a coach this season. You can saw it. They don't look that good. And he got outcoached by him and Budenholzer, who got fired now because of his in-game adjustments. Because he's one of the worst coaches at making adjustments. It's him and Doc Rivers. And they somehow both have championships, which is pretty crazy to me. It's two. That's pretty crazy. They're some of the worst adjustment coaches ever.
Yeah, but to be fair though, that championship won against what was his name? Oh, Budenholzer. I mean, that was like his second year though.
Yeah,
like I don't think Monty was expected. That was his first playoff run, bro. Like you can't. I don't think you can necessarily put that on Monty because I tell you, that was his first time being in the playoffs.
I'm not putting it on Monty. I'm not putting all on Monty. Obviously, yeah. But some of him too. Like when you get there, you're expected to outcoach the coach you're playing. And they pay you that much money to outcoach the other coach. And he did get outcoached. So Jason Kidd was just bad. Like you see what Jason Kidd did this year with the Mavs?
Oh yeah, of course I saw what he did, bro.
And I'm like, it was Luka obviously not serious, but Jason Kidd was also outcoaching.
Yeah, no, obviously Jason Kidd made great adjustments that series. I'm gonna give it to him. Bro, last year, Jason Kidd, he was the reason why we made that jump from the first round to the conference finals. Because we pretty much had the same team as like the year before with Rick Carlisle. Obviously, we ran into the Clippers with Kawhi and stuff, so that's going to play a factor into it too. But, I mean, Jason Kidd was probably one of the main reasons why we were able to make that jump from the first round exits to Western Conference Finals. So I'm not going to put it all on Kidd. Because obviously he's another one of the defensive-minded coaches, and just like Phoenix, he went out and traded some of your best defensive players for a superstar offensive player. So obviously, and like the team might not mesh well together. I tell you, I would have put that all on Kidd. I want to see how he does this season before like we really give him any judgment. See how the roster fills out more, give him some more pieces, and then okay, let's see if now we can make a run. But okay, how do we get here before? Monty
Talking about
Williams.
Monty Williams. I was talking about Monty Williams' playoff run. That's what I was talking about. His coaching. I was talking about his
Yeah.
playoff history. That's what I was talking about here. But
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah,
It's playoff history. So yeah, okay, yeah. That's brings me to another thing. Like, what if Denver had just fired Michael Malone after what they got swept in the second round by Phoenix 2 years ago,
yeah.
or after they had lost to, what's it called? After they lost to the Lakers in the conference championship. Like, I
And
don't think the Nuggets are regretting that decision because obviously
it's a
Michael
different
Malone, it took him a
the Nuggets
while,
though.
yeah.
Because that Nuggets season, that Lakers year, that was their first year of actually being really good. Like their second year of being really good. And then after
Yeah.
that, Jamal Murray was
Oh
hurt.
yeah,
So why are you gonna fire
Monty.
him?
That was like his second year of being really good too.
Yeah.
When he got
Yeah,
out coached by Jason Kidd, that was Monty's second
why were
year
they gonna
too.
fire him? Why were they gonna fire Michael Malone when Jamal Murray was hurt? Why were we gonna do that? Why were we gonna
Lakers,
fire him when Michael Murray was hurt? It would just be dumb, wouldn't it? Nobody was
yeah,
hurt.
it would be dumb. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is dumb. It would be dumb to fire. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, what was it called? I don't. I'm just talking about. Like you have to admit Monty Williams is his fault. Like I think the way you're making it seem like he has no fault and they've made a mistake, super bad mistake firing him. I don't think it was that much of. It's not like It's not like egregious to me. Frank Vogel's a very good coach. You think he's that much of a? Do you think he's that much of a downgrade? I know you thought he was a downgrade when we did our episode. You thought he was a downgrade. So I want you.
Yeah, it's a downgrade.
Yeah, you think he's that much of a
They should have
downgrade?
stuck with Monty Williams. Yeah, they should have stuck
Why
with
do you
Monty
think Frank
Williams.
Vogel's that much of a downgrade? I want to hear your explanation.
Bro, Monty Williams is literally the one that brought them out of like poverty.
I know, but why? I'm not talking about why you think Frank Vogel's a downgrade. I'm not talking about why you think Monty Williams is a better coach. Why is Frank Vogel a downgrade?
Yeah. Frank Vogel, you saw what he did with the Lakers, bro. He damn near got fired. Obviously, that was like poor roster construction, but goddamn, he couldn't do anything with that. It was like literally bottom of the barrel, bro. They were getting embarrassed. You got LeBron James on your team, and you're still getting embarrassed night in and night out, bro. They were getting destroyed by teams.
Rob Pelinka said that you couldn't bench Russell Westbrook though. That's what he wanted to do, and they didn't let him.
Either way, bro. The Lakers were getting destroyed.
I'm pretty sure Russell Westbrook averages like 5 or 6 turnovers a game. So how the heck are you supposed to deal with Russell Westbrook's a big reason why they sucked, and the rest of the roster reason why it's probably
The whole thing on Russell Westbrook. You still got LeBron. You still got LeBron on your team, and you're getting shredded.
What about those Cavs teams too? How LeBron didn't do shit because it's not like LeBron saves you that much. Tyronn Lue has LeBron.
They made the playoffs, bro. They made the playoffs.
Yeah, this team. Anthony Davis. How many games did Anthony Davis play? How many games did Anthony Davis play?
I don't know, little. he always gets hurt.
But yeah, that's why. How are you gonna?
That was a whole disaster class of a season, bro.
It was a disaster class. LeBron too was hurt, so he didn't play the whole season. LeBron was hurt for a majority, not a majority, but at least 35% of the season.
Even when they had LeBron, bro. Even when they had LeBron, they were getting their ass beat.
Yeah, that's how bad the team was. I'm not gonna lie to you, the team was ass. Well, that doesn't mean
maybe I'm going off of recency bias. Maybe I'm just going off of recency bias. But the latest I've seen from Monty Williams is far better than what I've seen from Frank Vogel.
Yeah, but Frank Vogel's roster was just so ass. I can't just. I'm putting some of the blame on LeBron and AD too. Anthony Davis can't even fucking play. How many games? I'm pretty sure he played less than 50 games that season. And the second year, obviously, that year, Brown Pelinka tore up the roster, got Montrezl and Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder was not that good that season. Dennis Schroeder this year was a lot better than he was that year, to be honest. Montrezl too Montrezl did not fit them at all. They just did that to do it. That's what they did. Rob Pelinka was like, oh, I like all these shiny new pieces. That's what he did. Yeah. I put the blame on Rob Pelinka for most of those seasons. Rob Pelinka, and he somehow got scapegoated. He scapegoated Frank Vogel too. I think you could probably kept Frank Vogel this season with the same roster this season. They probably would have been the same way with Darvin Ham. To be honest with you, because I don't even know. Maybe
Ham was a big difference maker.
I think Frank Vogel could do the same thing with Darvin Ham with the roster they had this year, even a little bit better. Because Vanderbilt, guys like Vanderbilt would have been amazing in the system. Rui Hachimura in the system, even Austin Reeves in the system. Austin Reeves was a really underrated defender. So I don't know.
Wasn't he on the team before though already?
Yeah, but that was like his first season. Oh. He was undrafted in his first season. I don't think you expected him to be that good.
They weren't going to play him. Yeah,
they didn't even play him. He only played the last couple of games of the season.
Yeah,
that was like
hold Hold on, when did okay, so they won the championship 2020.
Yeah, so
2021, they made a few adjustments, but most of the they did make a bit of adjustments. But I tell you, even then, you saw when they put against each other in that playoff series. Freaking Monty put them down in five. Not saying Monty, the Suns put them down to five, led
I
by
feel like
Monty
down in
Williams.
six. Did they take two
What's up?
games? I thought they took two
I'm
games,
pretty
no?
sure I put them. I thought it was five. It was pretty sad. I remember it was pretty
Yeah.
sad because I actually thought the Lakers were gonna win that series, but the Suns went out and just cooked them.
I'm almost positive AD got hurt in that series too. But I'm not gonna say it for a fact because I don't remember. I'm almost certain for a fact AD got hurt in that series. But
AD again.
yeah. They had you don't know that roster downgrade though. They lost JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard and they replaced him with Andre Drummond. So I don't know. Andre Drummond did not do anything for them. They also got Harrell. Alex
Those are
Cruz.
supposed to be upgrades, bro. Those were literally supposed to be
Yeah.
upgrades because Harrell was coming off of so he was just sixth man of the year a year before.
Harrell. To be honest with you, Harrell has not done anything other than that Doc Rivers Clipper system. That's the only time Harrell has ever done anything. To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
ever since then, nothing. So I think he's kind of inflated in that Clipper system because he has not done anything. He's been one of the most useless players in the NBA. His plus minus has been one of the worst in the NBA since he was left that Clipper system. So I don't know about Montrezl. Dennis Schroeder was all right, but he was all right. But not that he wasn't amazing. He wasn't amazing. That's why they didn't pay him. He kind of choked in the playoffs too. Couldn't hit a shot in the playoffs. Alex Caruso too. They lost. Alex Caruso was one of the best. He was an All NBA defender this year. I think he was a great defender that season. He was a great defender of the championship run. And they lost Danny Green too. Danny Green, he didn't play for them. He went to the.
They lost Caruso that year.
Yeah, Caruso went to the Bulls.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought they still had it for like an extra year.
Nah, Caruso.
I remember they did lose Danny Green.
Yeah, Danny Green was Sixers.
Bro, fucking Lakers fans forced his ass out, bro. I remember everybody was hitting on them. Danny Green.
Howard too. Howard went to the Sixers, and then McGee went to the Suns.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those were their two starting centers. But if you look at it at the time, bro, Montrezl Harrell was supposed to be an upgrade, literally over both of them. Dwight Howard was at the twilight of his career. JaVale McGee's JaVale McGee. Obviously, he's got production, but you would expect the sixth man of the year to come in and be an upgrade for them.
To be honest with you, I don't think Montrezl defensive wise was not an upgrade. I don't even think at the time because Montrezl has never been a good defender. He's short. He can't defend any for what he needs to defend. He can't defend because AD, what's his name? AD does his best work when he's a power forward. I want to use a center because he can't. You need to play him next to the center.
Yeah,
and that was the perfect.
Wasn't that center?
Yeah, they probably could have had a chance to win back-to-back chips if they had the same roster. To be honest with you, but obviously you can't afford to bring back all the same players. Actually, no, you could have probably afforded it.
I think they would have been able to. Yeah. I think they just got too crazy with themselves. Like they got too ahead of themselves. Like, oh, man, they thought they were making upgrades. Like they thought they were like, oh, we just won a championship. Why don't we go out and get better rather than keeping their same core together? They're like, oh yeah, let's go and upgrade. And that's when the Montrezl Harrell stuff comes in, and yeah, ended up being absolutely terrible for them.
Then the next offseason, you trade Kuzma and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for Russell Westbrook. So.
Oh yeah, that one was an L. That one was an L.
So, Rob Pelinka was the one that tore up that roster with me. Okay, let's just move on. Obviously, me and you are not going to agree on this, and I don't want to just fucking ramble about Rob Pelinka whole episode. But yeah.
No, I agree that Rob Pelinka did have a part in tearing down that team. Okay, yeah, we'll move on, bro. We'll move on.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna talk about the Lakers for half an hour, man. I already talked about the Lakers.
Nah, for real. It's because
okay, let's move on. All right, let's talk about some extra rumors before we get into our final mock draft. The Wizards, Clippers, Hornets, and Bucks are among the teams that could have interest in Colin Sexton. The Bucks are also a team that had interest in Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal chose to go back to go to Phoenix though. I think one of the reasons he chose to go to Phoenix over Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Miami, and Sacramento, because his agent is actually the father of the CEO of the Suns. So that's one of the reasons why he picked him. Like a family connection.
And got traded on Father's Day too.
Yep, like a father's gift basically.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
And Colin Sexton, I've been seeing he could get traded. I think it's a good move to trade him. Because I don't think he fits. I don't really like Colin Sexton that much. after what he did last season. It was his first real year after being healthy, though. Like his first year healthy after a while, so I don't know. But I think I'll just move on off of him. I don't see him as that player where I can build my own core around. Like I can help. I don't really like him like that. I would rather have him just being. I think he's a better suited to like in a championship contending team, being like an extra scorer or something like that. I don't really see him. I don't see the fit in Utah.
Yeah, no. I guess you could keep him, but you see, who did you say was interested in him? Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Washington, the Clippers, and the Hornets. It would really be the
He could
Clippers and the
be
Bucks.
he could be useful.
For the Bucks, I think it'd be useful for Milwaukee.
Yeah, maybe the Clippers too, depending on what
Yeah.
they do with their point guard situation. I don't really see what he would do for like Washington or who is the other one?
The Hornets. I guess the Hornets need talent.
Oh yeah,
The Hornets could use him if they don't
they
get
need
if they don't
everything.
take Scoot. They could use him.
Let's have Lamelo, Brandon Miller, and then Sexton. I guess that could work.
I don't know what Washington's doing in these trade talks. I wouldn't do it.
They just need to, bro. They just need to go full on tank mode, bro. They need to finally embrace it, bro. It's been too long that they've been trying to hold this off.
One of the other rumors I'll talk about. I'm only talking about this because for Mark Stein, he's a pretty reliable source. So yeah, the Clippers are gauging trade interest in Paul George. They're just talking. They're having conversations about what they could get his trade value for Paul George and
Yeah,
changing the team around Kawhi. Because apparently they still want if they trade one of them, it'll be Paul George, and they want to keep building the team around Kawhi. So they would probably want stuff that can help them contend. I don't see it happening. I think they're just gonna come back, run back with the same team.
they
But
probably should run it back. Yeah, oh man, that's tough for LA. They ended up giving up SGA, and PG can't even stay healthy for them. Neither one of them can stay healthy for them. For that
yeah,
matter.
that's crazy. What would be funny is that right now if they had SGA, they probably have a good chance of winning a championship. Imagine if they just but Kawhi never would have.
I don't think SGA would have developed the same if he wasn't in Oklahoma. The reason
Yeah,
why I think he developed so much is because Oklahoma had nothing after trading Westbrook and KD. That SGA was pretty much allowed to do whatever he wanted.
yeah, he was already pretty good though this first season with the Clippers. Maybe he could have.
You think he would have been this good?
I don't know. Maybe he was pretty good in his rookie season for being the 12th pick in his rookie season. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, the Hawks have been exploring trade ideas for DeAndre Hunter. They want to free up more time for AJ Griffin. Yeah, I can see that. That's what I don't really think he fits the long term of this team. So I
Has
can see
DeAndre
it.
Hunter done much since he got drafted?
He's been all right.
Ever?
He's just been like a solid player. Like he's like a high. He's like a high. He's like a valuable role player. That's what he is. He already got paid, so you can't move.
Top 4 pick. Yeah, he was a top 4 pick.
Yeah, he hasn't lived up to where he was picked, but it's not like he's a fucking shitty NBA player. So that's pretty solid still. And the Bulls. This is I'm not excited about this. I don't believe in that one. There was something about Zach LaVine, but look at that. This is Chris Haynes. He said the Suns have spoken to Boston Celtics about DeAndre Ayton. I saw a rumor it was like Horford and Michael Brogdon for Ayton. To be honest with you, if that happens, that's high.
That'd be for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's like a highway robbery type of thing. That's highway robbery to me.
Yeah, no, that would be. That would be that. Okay.
You can have Brogdon in your starting lineup or on the bench. If you put him in your starting lineup, you can have Beal coming off the bench, scoring like 18 a game off the bench, straight up off the bench. Or you can have Brogdon coming off the bench.
You could have a smaller lineup. You could have Brogdon at point, Booker at the 2, Beal at the 3, KD at the 4, and then Horford at the 5.
Yeah, Horford's not the best defensively, but he's still pretty solid. If that happens, that would be a fucking highway robbery.
That would
highway
be a
robbery.
robbery. Yeah.
I
don't think Boston's that dumb, though. I don't think Boston's like Washington.
Robert Williams, DeAndre Ayton play next to each other would be the nastiest thing I've ever seen. That would be the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, yeah, no. you got no outside presence there at all.
You know, I want to talk about this because of Michael Jordan. You know, he's selling the team. He's finalizing it. But since he has his final say in the draft, even though he was gonna sell the team.
So what's the point?
I guess we're just giving him one last decision to make.
One last, he's gonna screw it up again. It's not like he was like he actually built the team into something.
Yeah,
Like
Woj
if he
is the
was
one
like
that actually
some
picked
great
Michael Jordan.
GM. What's
Yeah,
up?
the Woj is actually the one that said that
Uh-huh.
Michael Jordan wants to pick Brandon Miller. And I said this when the lottery barely happened. I knew that Michael Jordan was gonna like him, and it's actually
Uh-huh.
looking like it's gonna happen.
He's
But
gonna end up doing it. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
surprised.
yeah, that should close it out though for all the rumors. Those
Yeah,
are
it
basically
feels
all the
like
big ones.
the Baltimore drafts because I remember Baltimore's GM got like one last pick before he retired, and it was Lamar Jackson. You see, it feels like Baltimore's GM, and he had done a pretty solid job with the team. Then I would understand. But Michael Jordan literally hasn't done shit for Charlotte, bro. He'll draft one good player every here and there, like Kemba and Lamelo. But Lamelo was so damn obvious, bro.
Yeah, Miles Bridges is probably the only one that wasn't obvious because he got him in the teens, and he turned
Yeah,
out he was like a 20-8 guy, 20 points per game, 8 rebounds a game. That's pretty good, but then he decided to do all that stuff off the court. So
yeah, it doesn't even matter anymore.
he's coming back though. I'm pretty sure this next season with Charlotte. So
That might be good. Wasn't he supposed to be a free agent though?
yeah, but I think he's just gonna resign. I don't think anybody else is gonna take the chance on him, especially after what he did.
He's gonna have to sign like a minimum deal with Charlotte.
Yeah, so it's probably something like that. It'll probably have to be
Crazy,
like that.
bro. He would have been paid, bro. He would have been paid if it wasn't
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, he would have. Yeah. All right, let's get into the final mock draft of the for the NBA drafts tomorrow night. Let's do the final mock draft. All right, the number one pick. I'm gonna talk about where. No, what am I saying? We're gonna say Victor Wembanyama. There you go. All right, I want to talk about something about Victor. We haven't really talked about him at all. What is he called? I saw Spurs fans saying that whenever they play against him beating Giannis, it's just a switch. So let somebody else guard him. That's like a. I'm pretty sure if Giannis and Jokic figure out and Embiid, if they figure out that Wembanyama can't guard him, they're not just gonna let Wembanyama hide away from them. They're gonna go after him. Yeah. So that ain't gonna work. That was one of the most stupidest things I've seen. Where it was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna just tell Zach Collins to guard him, and then Wembanyama will guard the power forward. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
They'll find a way to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokic and Embiid, especially Jokic and Embiid, they always get the screens, especially for them two. They're gonna attack Wembanyama if they feel like they can go after him. So even
crazy,
Giannis and Wembanyama's not gonna be able to duck Giannis. Giannis moves the ball too fast. He's just gonna drive at him the whole time in the paint. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think Wembanyama. I don't think he's gonna be a duck.
In the draft, bro, and you already go out attacking Wembanyama.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna sell it on Twitter. But yeah, Wembanyama, I still think he's probably gonna be an All-NBA defender. At the worst, he's probably gonna be like a Porzingis with all NBA defense. So,
that's true.
At worst,
he's got the length there for it, bro. How tall is he actually? Right? Because I've seen that he's like some places I see he's 7'5", other places I see he's 7'2". How tall is he? Like how tall is he actually?
I think he's like 7'3".
7'5" is absurd.
Yeah, I think he's 7'3". That's what I think.
How do you go from 7'2"? Because it's a whole 3-inch jump, right? It's not like it's like from like 7'2" to 7'3", bro. It's like from 7'2" to 7'5", bro. How do you jump that high?
Yeah,
especially 7'5" too, because 7'5" is absurd, bro. That's like the tallest player in the NBA, right? Because Boban's like 7'4".
Yeah,
and Taco
I guess
too, I think 7'4".
Yeah, we'll see when they do the official measurements when he goes to the facility, how tall he actually is. Yeah. I would say he's 7'3", 7'4". I would lean towards 7'3". That's what I would say.
Because 7'5" is absolutely absurd, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why he's a generational prospect. But yeah, at worst, I think he's gonna be Porzingis with the lead defense, and that's already a fucking All NBA player. So,
I think San Antonio could unlock his potential, though.
Yeah. Yeah. What they're hoping for is Kevin Durant with all NBA defense. That's what they're hoping for. With this being a center.
What they're hoping for is like Kevin Durant scoring with Hakeem defense and Dirk shooting. Cause who was the guy who said that? Chris Haynes. Like if he was like Hakeem Olajuwon or Dirk Nowitzki, then he was gonna be a bust.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know about that. Yeah, that was pretty crazy thing to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about him having Hakeem Olajuwon defense. That would be pretty crazy. Or even Dirk shooting.
Hakeem defense
was like crazy. He would have to average like 4 steals a game and like 3 blocks. I don't know about that. I don't
I
know.
don't think you can do that. Yeah.
It's pretty hard to get
Shoot the
steals.
lights out like Dirk, bro. If you could put together a prospect with Hakeem's defense and Dirk scoring, bro, that's literally the most unstoppable player of all time.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously Victor. Yeah, I think Victor's gonna be pretty good. I don't know if he's gonna get to LeBron James levels, but yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe to Tim Duncan level. And Tim Duncan level is still pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's
Damn near
pretty good.
went 6-0 like Jordan. Bro, if San Antonio would hit their free throws, he would be 6-0 like Jordan. But nobody would talk about him because he's Tim Duncan.
Yeah. All right then. Number two, I would want them to take Scoot, but I'm gonna trust Woj. I swear, if Woj makes me get this wrong, I'm gonna be mad. But I'm gonna have him taking Brandon Miller. This is what Woj is saying. I hope Woj isn't wrong,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
so I don't
also
get
saw the
it wrong.
report too that Charlotte's pretty much locked into Brandon Miller at this point.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not like last year where everybody was like, "Oh, Jabari Smith's going number one," and a couple minutes before the draft, it's like, "Oh, never mind, Paulo Banchero's going number one." I hope it's not like that, but
Oh yeah, bro. Fucking Jabari Smith was like, oh yeah, for sure he's gonna go number one. And then when I saw Apollo, I was like, what the hell?
yeah. So Charlotte does this like I think they will. Like Woj thinks they will. They're basically picking
Yeah.
fits over talents, which is not what you do when you suck as much as Charlotte does. So
You
yeah,
disagree with the decision?
yeah, I disagree. I don't even like. Yeah, I really disagree with this decision because I don't know. I don't know how good Brandon Miller is actually gonna be. Like he could be like a poor man's Brandon Ingram. That's what I think he's gonna be. Is a poor man's Brandon Ingram. But
Both
yeah,
drafted number two.
he's a good fit for them. But I don't know how good he has a high ceiling. I mean a high floor. I mean high floor, not high ceiling. High floor,
Uh,
low ceiling. But he can still maybe he surprises me. But yeah, it's because he's already like he's gonna be 21 in January. It's pretty. It's not. That's like old for the NBA draft. Most of the time, NBA
yeah,
draft.
but he's still got years ahead of him,
Yeah,
bro.
he's going to 19. But yeah, no, this is like the equivalent to like a prospect in the NFL being 25. That's what it really is. So
Mm.
it's not that crazy of an age, but he still is pretty old for an NBA prospect. Because there's some guys that barely turn 19 coming into the draft. So
Uh-huh.
so yeah, but yeah, I don't really like it. I don't really agree with Charlotte. They do this pick, but I think they're gonna take Brandon Miller. And then number three, more than likely, I saw Woj
There
say
any
that the.
trades in this draft or?
No, I'm not gonna do any trades because I don't want.
Oh,
It's too hard
okay,
for me
yeah.
to predict NBA trades. So we're gonna. Uh, what's his name? Woj said that they're gonna take whoever's left of Scooter Brandon Miller. So yeah, I hope they take Eamon
Portland?
Thompson. Yeah, Portland. Yeah,
Mm.
I could see. They said that Portland could take the player and trade him later on though, like in the offseason.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. But
I
if
don't
you're
know, bro. If they take Scoot Henderson, it kind of feels like a Dame Lillard trade is in the near future.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know what they're doing, but they stay here. They're taking Scoot. I don't think that's really a question. So yeah, they should probably just trade Dame after this. If they trade Scoot, I would just trade Dame,
Yeah.
even if I
If
took out
not
Brandon.
this season, even if they don't do it this season, I think
Yeah,
next
I don't know.
season, if
The
they
Dame,
suck, they'll have to come to the conclusion that they need to trade
yeah.
Dame.
A Dame trade should be on the horizon eventually. I mean, maybe not
Yeah.
this offseason, but next offseason maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah, it takes Scoot
Especially
Henderson.
with this move, bro. If they take Scoot Henderson and they end up keeping him, I think that signals the end of Dame's time in Portland,
Yeah,
whether he wants it or not.
more than to me, the top three picks, I think I got them right. Unless something drastically changes, I think I got them right. At least
Mhm.
for sure the players. And maybe or maybe number two and number three they switch, but I don't think they'll switch. I think I'm starting to get confident the Hornets are gonna take Brandon Miller. But yeah, Scoot Henderson, he's gonna be like a Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose type of player. He has a little bit more shooting. He's not the best shooter. He's probably gonna be like a 35% shooter maybe for his career. So he's not the best shooter, but he's solid. So yeah, I'm gonna have Scoot going number three. Should probably be the number two pick. And the other year he'd probably be the number one pick. So I don't know why the Hornets are being stupid. But yeah.
Because they're the Charlotte Hornets, bro.
Yeah. And number four for my favorite team, the Houston Rockets. See, this is between two players for me. I've knocked it down to two players. I'm gonna be surprised if it's not one of these two players. Eamon Thompson, Cam Moore. So I'm struggling because I don't think it's like a. I don't think it's. I'm not confident in either. I'm not that confident in either one. I'm more confident in Amen. It's like a 65, 35 between Amen and Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, Whitmore.
I'm leaning towards Amen Thompson though. At my 65%, I think. Apparently, I saw a lot of rumors. Apparently, they love Amen Thompson after his workout that he had with the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
So they love the potential of him. So I'm gonna take Amen Thompson.
You
More than
think?
likely,
Okay. Even if hold on. Before you get into what you're about to say, you think he would be able to start day one? Like,
I don't
let's
know.
just say they don't. He can't start day one.
He can start day one, but we're gonna suck ass. so,
Oh.
so yeah,
He's got to take some time to develop.
yeah, I was about to just say that Houston's probably gonna add a veteran point guard even if it's not hard. They're probably gonna add a Van Fleet, a Mike Conley. So yeah, more than likely he's gonna be running off the bench this first season, and he should be running off the bench this first season. I don't think he's ready to start. I think he needs at
They
least
signed
1 year.
Van Vliet, though. I think that's gonna be like a 4-year deal, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
but
pretty much
I'm
locking
looking
Evan
at Van Fleet.
Thompson
You can
into the
probably,
bench for like 4 years.
yeah, you can. I think you can get Van Fleet starting for like 2 seasons, and then you can get Amen Thompson starting and then have Van Fleet off the bench.
Oh, okay, yeah. Unless Van Vliet keeps on performing, and Eamon Thompson's
Yeah,
just stuck to the bench for 4 years.
yeah. Obviously, if Amen
I
Thompson
don't know
doesn't,
if that's the
yeah,
best. Yeah,
yeah, then we're just fucked. We just dropped to the bust if he doesn't do
yeah,
anything. So
yeah.
yeah, so yeah. What I would see is like you had Van Fleet for like 4 years. You get like 2 years out of him starting, and that's when Amen Thompson should be able to start. And you have Van Fleet off the bench. Even in Mike Conley, if you go the Mike Conley route, yeah, you sign Mike Conley to like a 1 year deal or 2 year deal, and you have Mike Conley start like 1 season, and then Thompson starts. And then Harden, obviously, yeah, Amen's not gonna start over Harden anytime soon. So maybe if they know they're gonna get Harden already, they go Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore's still a possibility. So if they don't, if I see like this, if they know they're gonna get Harden, if they already kind of think they're gonna get him,
Uh-huh. Then you
then I
take Cam
think
Whitmore.
that's when I see them take Cam Whitmore, because it's gonna be pretty tough for Amen Thompson to even get playing time in the starting role if Harden says like a 4 year deal.
Yeah, no, that would be very
So
difficult.
only
Take
maybe you get like 1 year starting if you draft Amen Thompson after Harden's third season with the team, like after his third year of his deal. Maybe that's when Amen Thompson finally starts because Harden's gonna be pretty old. But
Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
pretty hilarious. So if they have Cam Whitmore and then they sign Harden, because it'd be Harden and then literally Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Sengun. They're all like 21 years old, bro. They're gonna be Harden running with a bunch of freaking
yeah,
young guys, bro. That'd be hilarious, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah. I think that's when I think the Rockets would add some players though. That's what I would think. Like I know they're gonna. That's why I saw a report that said they're gonna try to give Austin Reeves the Godfather offer. So I don't know what that means.
Damn.
Also, I know they're really interested in Brook Lopez. If Brook Lopez doesn't go to back to Milwaukee, I think he's going to Houston. I think he's going to go to Houston.
Oh damn, yeah. Oh yeah, and then you say they could move Sengun to power, right? To the
Yeah, that's what
four.
they do in
But then what
Boston.
happens to Jabari
Boston with
Smith
Robert
then?
Williams and Horford. They had two big men.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But then
Shane
what
Goon,
happens to Jabari Smith? He goes to
yeah,
small forward?
yeah. Jabari Smith's got to go small forward. Our team's going to be really fucking tall, except for Jalen Green and Harden.
Yeah.
We got 6'10", 6'11", and 6'11". I'll be pretty tall.
Yeah.
But I have him going Amen Thompson. And number 5. Number 5, I think I might go a little bit spicy here, but I don't know how spicy. But I have 3. I have like 2. I can see them taking a Sir Thompson. I just don't know. I don't really think. I don't know if they'll take him. He's like potential base like his brother. He has a lot of potential, but I don't know if the Pistons want to mess with that right now because they already have. He could be a small forward for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they take him. If I was the Pistons, I would probably take him, but I don't know if they're going to take him. To me personally, I think it's between Cam Whitmore and Jarris Walker. And I don't know. I want to take Jarris Walker, but I don't know if I have the courage to actually do it. So I think.
Why do you see the Pistons taking Jarris Walker?
I don't know. I think they'll like him more than Cam Whitmore. That's what I think. But I don't know. I just think I like Jarris Walker too a lot, so it could just be that. But Jarris Walker's a way better 3-point shooter too. So like he could just play off the ball already. So I don't know.
So,
But I'm just gonna stick with Cam Whitmore. I can't. I don't have the courage to take Jess Walker. So yeah, Cam Whitmore. He's a good down. He's a good rim runner. That's what he's good at already. He can put his head down and get to the paint easily. At least he did in college. 3-point shooter, and he's like a 30% 3-point shooter in college. So I don't know. I don't know how good he's gonna be in. Most of these guys are usually suck from 3-point range in college. So they usually get better. So you really don't have to worry about that yet. Hopefully they get better. But yeah, Cam Whitmore needs to work on his 3-point percentage. He needs to become more of a playmaker too. Like he doesn't have to be that much of a playmaker because he's playing next to Ivy and Cade. But like I said before, he has tunnel vision. Once he gets the ball, he really doesn't look. He doesn't really care what's happening around him. So you need to worry about that a little bit. But yeah, Cam Whitmore has potential to go number 4. He has a lot of potential. I think he has like Jaylen Brown potential. To me, I don't know if he's gonna reach it. But that's where he can be. He's 6'7", has some length to him. But yeah, I think the Pistons will go with him out of Villanova.
I might be able to see Pistons going with Jarvis Walker too, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so mad if they take Jarvis Walker after I just said I would. I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
And Magic. I think I'm gonna make a spicy decision here with the Magic. I think I'm gonna go with Anthony Black. You know, as long as Trey Thompson. But I have to change this. I have to change it up a little bit because I don't think I'm gonna get it by just picking the consensus
every time.
Yeah. Anthony Black. They don't like Anthony Black has the potential to be a really good playmaker, really good point guard. So I think with the Magic are looking at it like this, they're like, Suggs really hasn't done anything at all. Like he's all right. He doesn't live up his potential of being the top 5 pick, and I think they're gonna try to go after potential right here because it's like you have Fultz and you have a Cole Anthony, but those guys don't really have. I don't think they have a high ceiling anymore. I think they basically reached to what they're gonna be. So
Cole Anthony too.
Yeah, I think Cole Anthony too. I don't think maybe a little bit better, but I just don't. I don't see them becoming like any better.
They're not an elite point guard. They're not gonna be elite point guards. Okay.
Yeah. See, Anthony Black, if they can develop him, he has the potential to be an elite point guard, like a top 10 point guard. So I think that's what they're gonna. I think they're gonna go with him right here, and they add shooting at pick 11 because I don't think they're trading any of their picks. So I think they're gonna have more picks. So I think Anthony Black is a more of a potential pick. I think they're gonna go potential with number 6, maybe 11. They go over the shooter. And here we go. I think I have a start falling a little bit because I like Jarvis Walker too much for the Pacers not to take him. He fits perfectly next to Miles Turner. He can also play small forward, but I would love him next to Miles Turner and Jarvis Walker. That would be a good front court going forward for them. Jarvis Walker could have played center, to be honest. If he's short, he's like a PJ Tucker type of dude where he's pretty short, but he can play big. He plays pretty big. So yeah, but Jarvis Walker, yeah, he's one of my favorite players in this draft too. Yeah, he's already a really good shooter. He's on the top shooter in this class. He's probably like a top 5 shooter in this class. He also has really, really good defense. I think he can fit in Rick Carlisle's system. He can do a lot of what Dorian Finney-Smith did for Dallas, but even better if they can get the potential out of him. Yeah, and I think the Pacers would really like a player like him going to Indiana. And so Jarvis Walker going to number 7. And Osari Thompson. This would be my favorite pick of the draft. If Washington was able to get Osari Thompson in 8, this would be my favorite pick.
If I'm Dallas right here, man, I would absolutely. If Sir Thompson is still there at this pick, bro, I would love it if like Dallas were to like make a move and get up and get him. I wouldn't mind that at all. But you have Washington taking him right here, though.
Yeah, Washington is a team I want to get Sir Thompson the most, just because of Sir Thompson can actually live with his potential.
You hate on Washington a lot.
Well, yeah. The reason why is because Washington has nothing else going for them anymore. Like their young player right now is Johnny Davis. They drafted him last year. They have Denny Advia. Corey Kispert and Denny Advia seem like a what is it called? They seem like the pieces you add around your star player. They don't have a star player. Like Denny Advia and Corey Kispert are very good. They're very good players. But I don't think they're not franchise-changing players.
Also, I think you're saying Sir Thompson could go in and be the new face of that team.
Yeah, they could just tell him what they can develop him. I think they have a really good chance of developing him because they can basically tell Sir Thompson to do whatever he wants for like 3 seasons. I
get you.
So
I get you. Okay,
I think he has the best chance of living up to his potential here in Washington just because he can do whatever he wants. Like everywhere else is going to be pretty crowded. Like Orlando, he's going to be like the 3rd or 4th option practically because you got Paulo, Wagner, and you got everybody else in that team. So
yeah,
and then Pistons, he's gonna be like the third option too because you're obviously gonna want to develop Ivy,
Cade and Ivy. Yeah.
Ivy and Cade more. And then with the Pacers, he's probably gonna be behind what's his name, Halliburton, Mathurin, and maybe even Turner. So here, he's probably the number one option because I don't really trust anybody else in Washington.
Yeah.
Because Danny Alves is not a scorer. Danny Alves is not like a guy you're gonna tell score 20 points a game. He ain't gonna do that for you. Mm-hmm. And Crisper's a catch and shoot 3-point shooter. So obviously, Sir Thompson will be able to just do whatever the fuck he wants, and they can develop him in Washington.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, yeah. Now that you bring that up, yeah, I actually do like that a lot. It's probably the best place for him to reach his ceiling, just because there's nothing else for them.
Yeah. Especially since they don't have Beal anymore, they can actually use him. And I don't think
they'll be the number one scorer. Yeah.
The only guy I could see them bringing back next season is Kuzma. That's it. I don't think they're bringing back.
He's not going to be the face of your team, though.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, Sir Thompson, I think would be really good for Washington. This is where I want him to go. So hopefully he goes here. And Utah. Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm going to go point guard for Utah here. It's probably between Casey Wallace, Nick Smith, Kobe Buffkin, too. I think I'm going to go Casey Wallace, though. I don't know. Tough. They could take Taylor Hendricks.
You think they get rid of... You think you get rid of, what's his name, Colin Sexton?
Yeah, I could see that happening, but also I don't know. I don't know if Sexton's gonna be our point guard next season. He could move the shooting guard. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. They could. You know how I'm gonna take actually? I'm gonna take Bilal Coulibaly.
He's gonna.
See, I'm just predicting over what's his name? Forgot his name. Oh, Danny Ainge. I think Danny Ainge is going to go for the potential. I think you just go for him. It's not. You don't really need. I don't really think you need to go by best player available because it's not like you're good. It's not like you're that good for Utah. I just even want to make the playoff.
Yeah.
So I think you go potential here, and I think Coulibaly.
That's a high upside player.
Yeah, he's the best upside player right here. So I think Danny Ainge just takes a shot on him, and they try to develop him. It's probably take a couple seasons, but I think he can be a really good player in the NBA. And the Mavs here, I think I'm just gonna take Taylor Hendricks. Makes the most sense. He can also play center. He can play.
I was about to say that too, yeah, because bro, we don't really have much at center right now, especially if we lose Christian, which we probably are gonna lose Christian Wood. Yeah, our center situation is absolutely terrible. He's 6'9".
He can play small forward, power forward, center. He can play those three positions anywhere you want him. Yeah, he's pretty lengthy for being 6'9". So yeah, he could be like a Bam Adebayo type of center. No, I'm not talking about play style. I'm just talking about how Bam plays center.
Okay, yeah.
Taylor Hendricks,
how good of a shooter? Yeah,
he's a solid shooter. He can shoot.
So he can space the floor a little bit still.
Yeah, he can space the floor. Yeah, he's not a terrible shooter.
Okay.
He's a pretty.
This is who I want the Mavs to draft right here. But I've been seeing since yesterday that Mavs are like really looking to try to trade this pick for a player that could help them like in the more immediate future. I want Taylor Hendricks. Like, this is a move I want Dallas to make. Just stick in the draft Hendricks if he's there. But I got a feeling that we're probably going to end up trading it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys traded, but yeah, if you guys stick here, you should take Taylor Hendricks. Oh, I thought I almost forgot. I thought I forgot about drafting Anthony Black, but I forgot I had him going number 6.
Oh, you drafted him earlier.
Yeah. So now number 11 here. This is where they're gonna get their shooting, because they took potential number 6. They're gonna go with Grady Dick to get their shooter. Grady Dick might be the second best shooter, the first best shooter, whatever. It's really close. He's probably the best shooter though to me. He also provides really good defense. Now what?
You say he might be the second best shooter, but who's the other one?
What's his name? Jordan Hawkins. He could also. Jordan Hawkins is a really good shooter. But yeah, Grady Dick. He's 6'7". He has a height. He can play shooting guard, small forward. I think this will be really good for the Magic, they really need more. They need shooting bad. They're not really other than Wagner. They really don't have that much efficient shooting. Like they had Fultz. Fultz is not the lights out shooter. Like Wagner is probably the only shooter that I can really feel comfortable telling you like he's a lights out shooter. But
Yeah.
Fultz, he's all right. They need more shooting in their lineup, even on their bench. Dick will probably come off the bench. So yeah, it's a solid pickup for 11. It's not like you're expecting something amazing at 11. So yeah, great Dick. They had potential at number 6 for Anthony Black, and they had great Dick for more shooting at 11.
Some shooting. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And number 12 Thunder. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna stick with the same play I took last time. Casey Wallace. Like I said last time, Casey Wallace can be an off the ball player. He provides a really good defense as well. He's a really good defender, underrated defender. He can also get to the rim. I really like this pick, like I said last time too, because like he can play off the ball. They need another point guard off the bench. Trey Mann hasn't been that good. So adding a guy like this, he can probably overtake Trey Mann's spot because it's like right now you got Shy and Giddy at the starting point guard, shooting guard. Even if you want, actually no, Casey Wallace would have to be just a point guard because Trey Mann and him are too small. But I think Trey Mann really hasn't lived up to what people thought he was going to be. So I think you just move on from the Trey Mann experiment, and Casey Wallace just take him. I wouldn't really want to take. And this is what happens if they stick here because I wouldn't really want to take him. I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't want to take another player if I was the Thunder because it's like Thunder have too many young players already. I would just try to trade the pick, but yeah, I don't.
just load up in the future.
Yeah, just load up for the future. More picks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like this pick though. If they had to take it, if they weren't going to trade him, the pick, then just take him. It's probably the best fit for them. And then here the Thunder. The Raptors. It's probably going to be between. I think I'm going to take Nick Smith because Gary Trent opted back into his deal, so he is going to remain with the Raptors. So I'm going to go with Nick Smith. He can be their point guard of the future with Van Fleet opting out of his deal and leaving. They could really give him something to develop with the point guard position because their point guard position right now, other than Van Fleet, is pretty ass. They got Malachi Flynn, but he ain't doing it. He ain't moving it for me. He's not moving the needle for me.
Nick Smith could go in and get some playing time early then in Toronto.
Yeah, he can go and get some playing time early. He probably will be a starting point guard unless they add a veteran. I'm more likely if he gets drafted by them, he's a starting point guard day one. So.
Okay, yeah, so that's a good situation for him. You say he has injury problems though, right?
Yeah, that's what he was supposed to be a top 5 pick, but yeah, his injuries really hurt him at Arkansas. So, but yeah, I would really like this pick for them here if they took him. Also, Jalen Hood-Schifino would also be a good pick here. It's really right now it's between Jalen Hood-Schifino, Kobe Buffkin, and Nick Smith at this pick. I think it has to be a point guard, just because it's your most weak position. Like at center, you got Jakob Poeltl. Power forward, you got Siakam and Boucher. Even at center, you also got Achua. And at small forward, you got Anunoby. Shooting guard, Gary Trent. Point guard is really nobody because Van Fleet's leaving. So you got Scotty Barnes too at small forward. So yeah, I think it has to be a point guard. I just can't see why it wouldn't be a point guard. So yeah, Nick Smith Jr. is going to the Raptors. And at 14, the New Orleans Pelicans. I think I also might stay with the same player, and that's what's his name. Actually, I don't know. They could take Jalen Hood-Schifino. Or Kobe Buffkin.
Who's their point guard right now?
CJ McCollum.
CJ's running the point, and then they got Alvarado at the 2.
No, last year they were starting when they were fully healthy. It was like McCollum at point guard, Richardson at shooting guard, Ingram at small forward.
Josh Richardson.
Yeah. And Zion's power forward. And what's his name? Hayes at center. Jackson no, Valanciunas at center. Valanciunas at center. Not Hayes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, tough. I think I'm just gonna lean towards Keontae George though. Yeah, this makes sense. He has more shooting.
As a backup point.
Yeah, you could probably run him as a shooting guard if you want. He'd probably be the backup
Oh,
though.
hmm
He can run him at pointer shooting guard, but I like Keontae George's shooting ability, and also his what is it called? He's a ball handling guard. They need more of that in New Orleans. Their offense is pretty stagnant. When Zion left, Zion wasn't really the ball handler anymore, so they lost
yeah,
him. So they could use another ball handler, and Keontae George can also do that. So yeah, I really like this pick too. They can also develop him for the future. Also, another team where I would not want to draft a player, but if I had to take a player, it would be Keontae George. Like last, you have Dyson Daniels already, so I would rather you develop Dyson Daniels and move this pick. But yeah, obviously, I doubt they're gonna move this pick because I don't know. I don't know who's interested in the 14th pick. To be honest with you, I don't really think there's that many
yeah.
teams interested
uh,
in these middle of the round picks. After like the top 12, it starts to get like, yeah, I don't really want to trade for that pick anymore.
it just drops
But
off.
yeah, but yeah, if I had to stick here, it's gonna be Keontae George. And then at 15, we got the Atlanta Hawks.
I saw rumors of this pick being traded. Well, the rumor that I saw for 15, it
Yeah.
was number 10 goes to Atlanta, and Atlanta gives up John Collins, and 15 to Dallas.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too. I
Yeah,
could have.
yeah,
Okay, I messed
yeah.
up the
That might
draft.
be a possibility. Yeah.
I forgot to put all 30 picks. So let me,
You just put it's just
yeah.
lottery picks.
So let me just go back and do everything.
All right, so this
Actually,
man.
this could be a quick rundown actually of what we did. Okay, so we got one Benyama one, obviously. That's what we did, and then Brandon Miller. And it was Scoot. Amen. Cam Whitmore. And obviously the surprise pick of this my mock drafts was Anthony Black. Number 7 was Jarius Walker. Another surprise pick was Sir Thompson falling to Washington. Who did I take here? Bilal Coulibaly. Fuck, no. No, fuck, I messed it up.
Nah. You drafted Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Damn it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I messed it up a little bit. So let's go
Yeah,
back down.
yeah.
No, just load back up. Okay. So here we're taking. Hold on, let it load. Bilal
Who was the pick for Utah? Oh yeah, below.
Coulibaly. Something like that. Colby. It was something like that. But yeah, that's also
Uh,
no surprise pick. In Dallas, this is not really a surprise pick. Taylor Hendricks. And number 11, Grady Dick. Also not really a surprise pick either. The Bulls really fucked up trading for Vucevic. It's the only reason the Magic have so many picks this year. So yeah. And Casey Wallace. Who did I take here? I took Casey Wallace. And then number 13, we took Nick Smith. And number 14, we took Keontae George. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna take Kobe Buffkin because I'm looking at they have too many point guards already. But it's like I think Kobe Buffkin can play shooting guard, or even eventually, if things go sour in Atlanta and DeJounte Murray leaves next offseason, he could be a replacement. Or even if you eventually want to trade Trae Young and you don't want to have him on your team anymore. So yeah,
mhm.
Kobe Buffkin. They really don't have that many guards either on their team. It's really just DeJounte Murray and Trae Young they have the most confidence in at their guard play. They have a lot of forwards like AJ Griffin, DeAndre Hunter. Kongu also plays power forward a little bit. Collins. I don't. Their guards are pretty weak other than their starters. So yeah, they could use Kobe Buffkin.
Yeah.
Another guy that's going to come off the bench, not get that much playing time in his rookie season. But yeah, Kobe Buffkin. You provide. You provide a little of what they need. So yeah, shooting a lot more shooting too. I could see them going Jordan Hawkins here too though. But we're gonna have Jordan Hawkins going to the next pick. Where's Jordan Hawkins? There you go. Jordan Hawkins could be. You could argue he's the best shooter, second best shooter between him and Grady Dick to me. But yeah, Jordan Hawkins, another great, another great guard to add to their team. Like what? This would make sense because it was like I think personally I think he's like the best player available right now. So
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for Utah at 9 to go with potential top 10 pick. You got the guy with the most potential, and then
Yeah.
number 16 you get Jordan Hawkins, who's probably the
Best
best player
player available.
available.
Mm.
Okay, more shooting. So yeah. Number 17, I'm gonna have the Lakers. I don't think the Lakers are gonna keep this pick. I wouldn't think so. Probably trying to build for the now. But if they
Yeah.
do keep this pick, Derek Lively would make sense because they need a little bit more. They need some more big men on their team. Because look, I was not gonna let me look anymore, but they don't really have that much size other than Davis. So Derek Lively probably be a backup center behind Davis. You could develop him though, but they need more size on their team. Derek Lively would be pretty fine right now, coming off the bench for the Lakers. But this is a move for the future because in the future you could have like AD at power forward and Derek Lively at center. That'd be pretty good,
Yeah.
pretty good big duo right there in the future. But Derek Lively makes sense. Yeah, Miami got pretty fucked right here because Derek Lively would have been like the perfect pick for them, especially since they're so small. So let's go through this. I just don't know who they would take because it's like
Yeah. Miami's lucky that this isn't like the NFL where where the bottom half of the draft is like based off of where you lost in the playoffs because Miami's pick is way higher than it should be right now. If it was the NFL, they'd be picking at 29 right now.
yeah. See, like I'm not taking James Lodge this high. I don't really know what they would do here. What about power forward? I don't really like any of the options they have here. This might be a little bit of a reach, but I think I'm gonna go with Rayon Rupert out of France as well. He's 6'7". They could use another guard a little more, so they could just use size. To be honest with you, so yeah, it's Tyler here, 6'7". I'm pretty sure you would be their second tallest player. Actually, no, their third tallest player because they have Bam, Jovic, and Rupert.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he also needs a little bit of development, but I like the way Miami develops their players. They've had a bunch of
Too. I would trust whoever they draft because they've been doing a
yeah.
pretty solid job at that.
They've added a bunch of what's this called? A bunch of undrafted players, and they played really good for them because of the development system. So
Yeah.
Rain Rupert 6'7" guard. He can also play small forward, even if you want to, even power forward in their small system that they run. So yeah, they could develop him too. He has some good potential as well. Could be a little bit of reach, but yeah. Golden State at 19. Tough. I forgot about Imani Bates. Imani Bates is supposed to be like a top 2 pick in this draft. And
I
now he's in the
forgot
second round.
about that guy too. Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. He's actually gonna get drafted.
The second round probably. I saw that Phoenix likes him. So
Damn, bro.
Phoenix might draft
He
him.
was supposed to. He was supposed to be, bro. I remember this guy was like number 1 for years and years,
Yeah.
and now he just fell off.
Yeah. I remember him. I just remember him in 2K when I would advance all the way to 2023. I remember seeing Imani Bates all the time. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
nah,
tough.
I remember that. I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude just
Like
fell
Golden
off.
State. And Golden State's gonna take the son of Juwan Howard, Jet Howard, from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He might fall a little bit lower, but I like him at the spot of Golden State. He can add more shooting, 6'8" guard, small forward. You might trade Jordan Poole, so you need to get a little bit younger as the guard position. If you trade Jordan Poole,
Yeah,
you need to develop something for the future. What you're hoping for him to do is become a catch and shoot 3-point shooter like the way Klay Thompson is right now. That's what you're hoping for him to become. He could become like a Klay Thompson type player. I'm not saying he's gonna be as great as a shooter as Klay Thompson, but he could become a type. He could become a player like that, like a great defender, good shooter. No, he's not gonna do much off the ball. I mean, no, he's not gonna do much with the ball in his hands. He's more of an off the ball player. But Jet Howard would be a solid pick. He can also contribute to winning now, like for Golden State. He's a really good shooter. So, yeah.
first
And
pick with
Houston.
new GM.
Oh yeah, the new GM, yeah. Mike Dunleavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Houston at 20, I don't want him to keep this pick. But if they do, I think they take Chris Murray. Chris Murray is really good. He's one of the best big men in college. He played power forward and center. He's a really good defender in Houston. Houston, like there's other guys that you could say like maybe like a Bryce Sensabaugh, guys like that. But a lot of the players left on the board are players that the Rockets already got. Like I don't want any more of these like we need like different type of players. Like Chris Murray's a different type of player than what we have. He's Chris Murray's like more of a Tyree Easton player, like a more defensive guy who's not gonna care if he's not gonna just jack up shots for no reason. He's not the type of player. I really got guys that jack up shots. We got fucking Jalen Green, Kevin Porter, even Kenny Martin. Kenny Martin Jr. jacks up shots. Josh Christopher. Yeah, we don't need any more of those players. So we're gonna go with a good defender with Chris Murray, the brother of Keegan Murray. And Brooklyn. Brooklyn, I'm gonna have him taking Noah Clowney. There you go. He's pretty much a big, but he's a decent shooter. Like he can play next to. This is also good actually if Nicholas Claxton wants to leave. If you don't want to pay Nicholas Claxton, because I don't know if you would really like paying a player like Nicholas Claxton because he's really just a defender and nothing else. He's gonna be a free agent next season. He's probably gonna command almost $30 million a season because he's like an all-NBA. He brings you all NBA defense. So if you don't want to pay him, Clowney could be a future piece. You can do what you did with Jared Allen, developed him. You got him in the 20s. You also I'm pretty sure you got Claxton like in the second round or late first round too. So they've been pretty good at developing these defensive-minded big men. And Clowney can be another guy where they develop for the future. Because yeah. I've also seen a lot of buzz around this. The Nets really like him. So I'm assuming maybe they're drafting him.
Be the pick. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And I don't know how Jalen Hood-Schifino fell this far, but yeah, you take him. To be honest with you, Brooklyn probably would have taken him with their 21st pick. So yeah, Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to take him. I don't know how he fell this far. I think he could be a lottery pick. Top 15 pick. So he fell a little bit farther in my mock draft. It's not unreasonable that he fell this far, but I don't know if he would fall this far in the actual draft. Maybe a team like Golden State or even the Lakers take a chance on Jalen Hood-Schifino. But yeah, you could also develop him. They could actually just start him, to be honest with you. Their point guards aren't really that good right now. Like I got Dinwiddie. I guess you have Dinwiddie, so you start Dinwiddie and you put him in the back and develop him. But yeah, I really like this draft actually for the Nets. So they got Jalen Hood-Schifino and Nick Clowney. This would be a home run draft for them, especially picking at 21 and 22. So yeah, it's a pretty good pick. And then the Portland Trail Blazers. The Portland Trail Blazers should probably not be using this pick either, but I guess they're forced to because there's no trades in my mock draft. But maybe this is where you use you trade this pick for a veteran player because I don't know how many. Actually, no, you just take Bryce Sensabaugh. Best player available. He's also a good shooter. See, the Rockets? I would be pretty mad if the Rockets took him because he's basically just another version of fucking Josh Christopher. So, I don't want that. So, the Rockets don't take him. Don't take Bryce Sensabaugh. But for Portland, if Portland's getting younger, this is a good pick. If Portland's trying to contend, this is a good pick because he's a good shooter. You're going to get a good shooter off the bat. And if really, the only thing that these players need to be good on a competitive team, they need to have good shooting and solid defense. Bryce Sensabaugh's not the best defender, but he's a good shooter. He's a good rebounder. You could use him at shooting guard or small forward. He's also a little bit of a different mold of a player compared to what Portland already has. Because if Portland has Scoot, they have a lot of small guards. He's not that tall, but he's 6'5". He's taller than any guard you have right now. Like he's taller than Simons, he's taller than Dame, he's taller than Scoot, he's taller than Sharp. You could probably run him at small forward though, because I don't think he's gonna play over any of those guards. So yeah, you get Bryce Sensabaugh at the small forward position here at 23. Then the Kings. You see, I'm pretty sure the Kings will just take Chris Murray if he was here, but I had the Rockets taking him, so he's not here anymore.
You want to pair with Keegan?
Yeah, if Chris Murray's here, they're taking him. They're taking him. Mm-hmm. They're gonna take him. This is what they always do. This the teams that have the brother, they always take their brother. Like
I'll take the younger one. Yeah.
Like last year, the Cavs drafted Isaiah Mobley. Evan Mobley's brother in the second round. It always happens.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Even in the Hornets, they drafted both the Martin brothers in the same draft. So most of the time, they'll take your brother. Even if he's like a family member, they'll take him. Like the Steph Curry, his brother-in-law, they signed Damian Lee to the Warriors. They usually, if there's a player related to you somehow, and you're a solid player on the team, they're usually going to draft him. So they would probably take Chris Murray if he was here. But we're going to take Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller's more like a project type player. He's a 6'10 forward. He's not really going to be useful for winning now. But this is a guy you stash on the bench for the future. And yeah. Oh, you know who they could have took? Maxwell Lewis. But yeah, Memphis doesn't make sense for them to take Maxwell Lewis. I don't know what they would do with him. But here now we're starting against like the deep end of the draft. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're already getting there.
Pick 25. They're gonna need something to. They're gonna need somebody in the same caliber of player of Dylan Brooks. So I think we're gonna go. I think they're just gonna go Jarick Whitehead. He's fallen a little bit in this mock draft. This is probably where he's gonna go. He's also a very good shooter. He just had a ton of injuries as well. He was also projected to be like a top 8 pick, at least top 5, top 6 around there too. But injuries derailed him at college.
Damn.
But yeah, 25 though. You just take him. This is not
still a first rounder. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's still a first rounder. Like, yeah, you just take him. Like he's best player available. He's a similar build to Dylan Brooks, a 6'7" guard, small forward. He's probably not gonna start on the.
I was about to say that too, because Dylan Brooks is probably on his way out, so you could go out and get your Dylan Brooks replacement.
Yeah. And then here are the Pacers. The Pacers are just like I don't know anymore, because I don't really know if any of the most of these players aren't gonna be game changing players anymore.
Yeah. Unless you gotta get lucky and like hit on like a Jimmy Butler or something like that, or Draymond Green.
Yeah, because like I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how impactful these players are going to be. This is like you can compare the end of the first round to like the third or fourth round in the NFL. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, for real, bro. Because there's a pretty big drop off by that point.
Because like the second round is basically like the first like 3 or 4 picks. It's like the fourth round of the NFL, and the rest is like the fifth, sixth, and seventh round. So yeah.
Yeah.
Here at the end of the first, we're basically drafting third rounders compared to the NFL. So yeah, so Indiana, what could they use? So they would have Jarris Walker would be taking over that forward spot. I guess they're pretty weak at small forward. So I think we're just gonna take a Maxwell Lewis. A lot of people say he has the potential to be like a Paul George type of player. And to get a guy that has potential to be like that, here at pick 26, it's a pretty solid pick.
Oh, George, damn, that'd be pretty solid for them.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna reach that potential, but I've heard people talk about that he has potential to be that good. So, yeah, Maxwell.
I mean, if you're drafting third round guys, like third round NFL guys, I mean, you would want to have some upside there. If you could take that upside at that draft position, then yeah, it makes sense to go out and go for it.
Yeah, you have to do it. So Maxwell Lewis, I'm kind of regretting that Sacramento pick that I did. Well, Maxwell Lewis probably would have been my pick there, but
yeah,
I kind of regret that pick. But yeah, we got Maxwell Lewis there. And then Charlotte. With 27 pick, who are the Hornets going to take? Hornets basically need everything. Let's see their team. So let's see. Okay, so
need everything other than a point guard.
Yeah, so they got LaMelo. Miles Bridges will probably be coming off the bench for Brandon Miller. They could need a shooting guard.
They might be able to start him at small forward, wouldn't they? Or power forward?
Yeah, they could do that. They could switch him out right there.
They have PJ Washington at power forward.
Yeah, they got Washington at power forward, but I don't know. Washington's a free agent, so I don't know if they'll bring him back. Actually, no, they'll probably. He's not a free agent this year. He's a free agent next year. So never mind. Okay. But yeah, you could probably switch him out right there, that small forward, power forward. We'll have them going Kobe Jones. Kobe Jones would be a very good player for teams that are looking to win now. To be honest with you,
which is not Charlotte.
Yeah, not Charlotte. But I guess if Charlotte's trying to improve their team a little bit, then Kobe Jones would be all right. He's also a good shooter, but yeah, Kobe Jones could be a player that goes to like the Lakers or the Warriors, even as high as that. If he's like a win now type of player, so I can see him going as high as those 2 picks. But here he falls to the Hornets. And the Utah Jazz, their 3rd pick in the draft. Pretty tough right now. Who would they want? Oh, Amari Bailey's here. Amari Bailey used to be like a top 10 pick. Now he's falling out of the first round because I'm not taking him.
Because I'm not taking.
Yeah. You know, you saw already. Maybe you saw Markin's a free agent in the season. Maybe you don't want to bring him back. So we're gonna take. Actually, I don't know about Gregory Jackson. Who do they need? Who do we take earlier? We took. Okay, we got Beal and Hawkins. So let's see. What would they need this far into the draft? Probably Beal will start small forward. Hawkins a shooting guard. So there's not really a good point guard left. I'm not taking Amari Bailey. He is not a first round pick. He might not even be a second round pick. So
You're gonna go undrafted?
maybe a super late pick. To be honest with you, I think we're just gonna go best player available. Gregory Jackson. Yeah, you could use him if Markin leaves in the season. You don't want to bring him back. He could be a solid option at power forward just to start. I don't know how good he's going to be in the NBA, but 6'9" adds some size to your team. And Indiana with their third pick. No, this is their fourth pick in the first round. No, their third pick in the first round. Yeah, I don't think Indiana can take this many players. This is starting to become crowded.
Yeah.
Who could they use? See, I would probably try to trade Buddy Hield so he wouldn't be on the roster next season. So I think I'm going to go with another guard. I'm going to assume that they trade Buddy Hield. So I'm going to go with another guard. I'm going to go with Brandon Podozemski. I think that's how you say his name, I think. I don't know. But as the final pick of the first round, he's pretty good in college, average 19 a game, 8 rebounds. Probably won't get that much playing time here in Indiana because Mathen is probably going to start a shooting guard. But if Indiana's taking this many picks, you just start going off by... He has some pretty good potential. I've seen him go earlier in mock draft. I've seen him go like top 25, top 20. Yeah. So, yeah. I think I'm here at 30. And that's the end of our mock drafts. Pretty.
Hey, good. Yeah, pretty solid. I like that.
I don't know how many picks I'm going to get right. But maybe the only one I'm confident about getting right is the top 4. If I get the top 4 right, then I'll be happy. Because that's super obvious. To me, it's pretty obvious.
That's predictable. Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten that.
I would be pretty pissed off if I don't get the top 4 right. To be honest with you. Never mind. I don't know what. I hope I get the Anthony Black pick right. That would be my favorite. Oh, I hope Sir Thompson goes to Washington. This would be my favorite pick of the draft if he lands to Washington.
Yeah.
Over from from like 11 to 29. I doubt I would get. I don't know if I'm gonna get any of those picks right. So I would be happy just to get like 3 of those picks right, like 3 of them, because I don't know.
Yeah. I tell you, the Taylor Hendricks one. I hope that one plays through.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get anything right. Maybe the only pick I'm confident about getting right in the last 10 picks is Noah Cloudney. I think he's the only one I'm gonna get right out of everybody. I think I'm only gonna get that one right. I don't think. I don't know about anything else. Anything else is too unpredictable. But yeah, this is not the worst mock draft. I don't think.
Trades too and everything.
Yeah, trades too. Yeah. So I would be happy just to get like 3 picks from like 11 to 29. Like 3 picks. I'll be happy. Top 10. I'm hoping to get like. See, like I made some pretty risky picks like Anthony Black. Sorry, Thompson. Yeah. Even Bilal Coulibaly. Pretty risky. So I don't know about those. But the top 5 seems too predictable for me to get all those picks right. So maybe there's going to be a big switch up. But
yeah, maybe you should have switched up your Pistons pick.
Yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have picked Jarris Walker. But I'm starting. Watch, I'm going to get that one right after it's going to happen now. Jarris Walker's going to get picked.
He's going to get picked by the Pistons.
Just because I made Cam Newton. Okay, yeah. But that's the final mock drafts before tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see, it happens tomorrow, bro.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this episode of the Playmaker Pod. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
All right, peace out.